Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Procast, the side of East Yorkshire, and still have a 1v1 on Blood River. Over in the Tau corner we have got Inane, Dugon, Yaya, and over in the Chaos corner we have got Defunct 5. Defunct 5 throwing out a Heretic, and it's going on a bit of a mission. Wonder what's going there we go, just a bit of a tentative Chaos Temple being placed down there. Tau barracks going down, and a whole bunch of Pathfinders and whatnot for the Tau. It'll be a very interesting game to see. Chaos tend to favour close combat compared to their honourable Space Marine counterparts, whereas the Tau are very much into shooting bits from a distance. Very interesting to see how that affects the Chaos Space Marine players' build and whatnot. We do have a Tau commander coming down, as well as a plasma generator. We do have plasma generator and an armory, and only one. Oh, okay, alright, interesting. Nice, interesting opener. So I assume that this Chaos Army is going to go down, and then we'll see some Chaos Raptors coming from the Chaos Temple. Minefield going down over here. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, because Chaos Raptors, they'll be able to slap around the Pathfinders and Fire Warriors much easier than, well, anyone else, really. Chaos Lord is also on his way out as well. Tau Commander nearly popping. Now just capturing one of their nearest and dearest as a listening post is going on here. They are focused on getting this relic first and foremost. Defending it with a minefield. Yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a risky strategy, this, because only one cultist means that their economy will be back online a lot slower than the Tau player. And it's a lot of resources to commit. And when Raptors do come out, they only come out 2 at a time. So only 2 models when you first spawn them. A cheeky little snare trap going in down the middle here. Cultist just continuing capturing bits and bobs. Tau Commander is now probably going to scout out and see what's going on. Fire Warrior team also going to come up to support. Chaos Lord is now out to see that Tau Commander and decide he needs a good slapping. There we go, Raptor Squad is being cooked up. Cult is being cut down pretty quickly. Might not be able to capture strategic point. Ah, no, never mind, they're on auto replenish, so I imagine they'll survive long enough to capture it. Tau Fire Warrior team throwing some plasma their way, but they will capture that strategic point. Probably going to go for the decap. Raptors are out now. They will send this Tau Commander back very quickly, managing to bring him down to almost half health. We do see a second Raptor Squad, limit of 2, so you'll only be able to have 2. Also, Raptors do require some energy to reinforce, unlike the vanilla game, so energy will be just as important to keep on top of as are the listening posts. Going on in the bases at the moment. Got some shooty bit upgrades going on over here. Listening post over, well, strategic point, or relic, sorry. Not being captured quite yet, but the Fire Warriors are going to go for it. More shooty bits going on over here. They've probably seen the Raptors and thought, we are going to get some harassment at some point. Space Marine Lord finding that trap and caught out a little bit by these Pathfinders. Pathfinders are going to be in a world of hurt once Space Marine gets in close combat. Will narrowly avoid a slap-in. But more Raptors are out on their way. Cruising down, going to engage with this Tau Commander. Tau Commander only 850 health compared to the health of Chaos Lord, which is 1,100. Chaos Lord can take a bit more of a beating than the Tau Commander, but not nearly as tanky as the Force Commander in the Space Marine Army. We'll try and focus down this listening post. Whereas one Raptor Squad is going to chase after whatever they can see, really. The blood hungry. Tower of Capture's relic over here. Fire Warriors will now probably come over and start supporting their boys. Possibly. Snare Trap has gone down, but they've seen it and they'll move out the way. Chaos Lord is a little bit out on his own. We've got some Vespids out. Raptors jumping in, going to engage with the Vespids. The Vespids are, pound for pound, not as good in close combat as the Raptors. And the Raptors are a bit more heavier in the armour class. They are medium heavy infantry, whereas the Vespids are low heavy infantry. So all around, pound for pound, close combat is not where the Vespids want to be. Moving around, although they cannot move and shoot, whereas the Raptors can. Chaos Lord has gone down though, which is very unfortunate. Which is a bit of a bad get. They have pushed, I think, a little bit too far in. They have managed to keep the tower back a little bit, but maybe committing just a little bit too much. And they will be taken down. Chaos Lord not quite back in yet. 107 to 30 compared to 71 to 30. So green money is even, but blue money is not quite the same. Cultists have got their shiny eyes for any stealth suit nonsense coming out, but the listening post was not being able to be taken down by them. Yeah, and I imagine with these Raptors being on... Oh, they've got all replenish these guys, so Chaos Lord will be a little bit of a while before he comes back out. Especially with them wanting to try and build up these listening posts again. Maybe needing to see some of these being upgraded to have some shooty bits on, as this is quite a lot for the Chaos player to deal with at the moment. Especially since I've only got really one big Raptor squad. These guys are going to focus down on this listening post over here. Seeing that both of them are unprotected, they're going to go for two. This one is now going to be upgraded with some shooty bits. Heretics over here are going to see this and then go in and try and repair it. Although they're not very healthy, they will be shot down quite easily if they are recognised, although no one seems to recognise them at the moment. They are going to outpace the damage with their repairs. Tower Commander finally sees them, will start shooting, bringing them quite low to health, and these guys will run away. Although it does give the listening post enough time to survive. One heretic does go down. Looks like two heretics might go down as well. Yep, two heretics have gone down. This boy over here is going to try and repair this building as well, but he has been seen and he will be shot down more or less straight away. Might want to cancel this fortified position add-on. Well, once it gets built, you'll lose all your money, and then it gets destroyed. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is about, what is it, 100 blue money and 80 green money, which is not great. Raptors are in, but there's only one of them compared to 3 ranged boys. They have been caught by slow as well, so they will not be able to keep up with everything around here, although these fire warriors are a little bit pressed up against the wall. They managed to take down one Raptor, 2 Raptors even. All back within the protective firing range of this listening post. We'll now go back to this overextended Tower Commander. Tower Commander will fly away there. The Rap Squad now got 3 boys in it. Well, 2 boys and 1 aspiring champion. Cultists over here have managed to decap this relic over yonder. But we do have, does it look like... yeah, they've got some stealth suits. Stealth suits unique in Dawn War Pro, as I do believe they're the only unit in the game that can move or be 100% stealth all the time, regardless of cover or wherever they're firing. These boys do have shiny eyes there. They should be able to see them, but they are going to try and focus on this relic. Throw down a tainted Auspex, they do see him. They will chase him down. Raptors now back over here. Going to be engaging in... What on earth are they fighting? I can't quite see. Are these Vespids? Managed to take down 2 Vespids before flying away. They do lose one of their own number as well there. Chaos Lord still not back out. We have a heavy flirt for the Tower player. He has built his Path of Enlightenment. But mind you, this is a lot of micro that's needed to keep his boys alive, considering the amount of Raptors that there are. I've been caught between 2 boys, and they'll also have a Hunter's Mark on them, so they will be taking a lot more damage. They will just fly away. Chaos player losing his Raptors to such an extent that he's not able to accrue enough blue money to get anything else or move on. He's going to chase down these stealth suits there. Have been seen. They will be chased all the way back to base. But every single listening post over here has got a upgrade on them. It'll be very difficult for them to go into the base, do what they want. Pathfinder team going to pepper these boys as they fly away. Raptors going to be caught by the snare. Not careful. They are trying to decap this relic, but they will be shot down quite quickly by this Vespid Stingwing squad. Entire squad wipe over there. Very, very unfortunate. More Raptors over here doing what they can with their cultist allies. It's not looking very good for the Chaos Space Marine player. But he does have options. He's going to go for tier 2. So long as he can keep these strategic or these critical locations in the middle decapped. I mean, it's very unfortunate because they're trying to decap the one in the river. They do manage to get the decap, but the whole squad has been wiped. Trying to decap this middle one from ranged fire while they're in negative cover is quite a serious thing to do. Chaos Lord is back on his way out. Tier 2 has been achieved for the Chaos player. Cultists are being chased down and shot all over the place. Now going to retreat away from these Pathfinders. Pathfinders do have a marker-like drone, which does give them the ability to see infiltrated units. Got a gift, a Crown of Domination for the Chaos Lord when he pops. And we do have a second desecrated stronghold being built up as well. Not over till the Fat Lady sings. Chaos player is still in it. 102 and 30 compared to 124 and 40. Although, mind you, even if the Chaos player does manage to get some serious economic damage done, the amount of resources saved up will be able to keep him in the game regardless. More cultists coming out. Chaos Lord about to being popped. Cultists need to see what they can see. And what they can see is a lot of plasma fire. They will be shot down very, very quickly. They will need to get out of there. Standing in the heavy cover. They will fall back. One boy surviving. This crit stronghold being built up slowly but surely. More cults coming up. They are now invisible, but they will be detected by this tower commander. Once again, they are trying to decap this point in the middle. Or going back into being invisible, possibly. Can you not see them? Ah, yes, you can. You just decide not to shoot at them for a little bit. They will manage to just narrowly, ever so slightly. There we go. They do manage to capture that. Or decap the critical location, but that will force a squad wipe on them. Some regular old Chaos Space Marines are being cooked up in the temple. This is a lot of ranged fire to deal with there. We'll have to see what the Chaos Space Marine player can bring up in response to all this tower nonsense. We have a Montcat command post down. More Fire Warriors on the way, and a Kion command post as well. Remember that tower's population increases every time they move forward in research. So, as well as being useful for more higher tier units, those research buildings and those other bits and bobs also useful for increasing their army size. You have a heavy weapons increase going on and double heavy bolters for this Chaos Space Marine unit. So, will be difficult to keep them online if the Vespids have anything to say about it. I mean, Vespids 1v1, they do out-damage the Chaos Space Marines somewhat. With some more Chaos Space Marines coming out as well. 4 minutes will take and hold victory. Tower player has captured all 3, so the Chaos player will need to do 2. And stealth suits have jumped around the back. Another heretic being built up, and these guys are going to try and flush out the stealth suits. They have been spotted, and they will just fly away. 124 and 47 to 152 and 47. More Chaos Space Marines out on the field. Tau just holding firm. I assume they want to maybe get out some cheeky toys. There we go, some broadside battle suits. Will help crack the nut of the listing post. We do have a big chunky listing post over here. Tau at the moment don't have much in the way of being able to take on a base. But they are just going to try and go for that critical location victory. Tower Commander does have his gun drones that will increase his overall damage output. Do see what are these that I can see over there. Ah, some stealth suits. Some Raptors as well. So Chaos Player is getting a decent amount of boys out. But will it be enough to hopefully crack through and take down a couple of these critical locations? Because that's what he needs to do as his next focus. He does have a Sacrificial Circle out and Tier 3 going. But they will need to make a move at some point. Looks like they're going to try and focus down this middle area. Well, the moment they push out, the tower's got 2 other forces to play with. These Raptors are looking. See if they can get a cheeky sniff. This critical location over here. Broadside battlesuit setting up. Tower player not wanting to take down the base. They are just going to try and take down everything around the critical locations. Raptors are moving in. They're going to try and decap. Big movement coming out from the tower player. Going to see if they can cut through these Raptors before they are able to decap. There's a lot of firepower and the Raptors are going to be more or less killed straight away. Just avoiding the decap. Very unfortunate. Although, while this is going on... No, never mind. Nothing's been decapped over there. Nice take on his relic. Although 1 minute and 20 seconds. These guys will need to shimmy and shake if they want to stay in the game. More Raptors are coming out. Tau are going to move in. They will probably try and distract the Chaos Space Marine player from taking any other bits and bobs. XV-88 broadside battlesuit setting up. Is he in range there? He is in range, there we go, so he will be able to take down this listening post. Tanking a bit of damage, but they are still not the most tankiest of units. These guys are going to try and decap this critical location over here. Might be able to do it, but still only 36 seconds left. Chaos Space Marine player will have to do something. 30 seconds till take and hold victory. They have managed to push back the Tower Assault over here. They have managed to decap this critical location over here. They just need to do one more. Cultists are going to move in. They've got 17 seconds left. They have been stunned. Raptors going to do something. Cultists are not quite... They have been slowed down. That is quite unfortunate. If it wasn't for that snare, they would have been able to get in a lot sooner and maybe even get that decap. And the Tau do win with a take and hold victory. Well, Chaos Space Marines were on the back foot all the way through, but to be fair, Tau versus Chaos Space Marines, Tau do have the advantage. I mean, they've got, and like tier 1.5 or whatever, they've got like Kroots and Fire Warriors and Stealth Suits and all that jazz, whereas Space Marines, they've got less options, I suppose, and it is quite a lot more difficult. It's a bit more of an uphill battle, in my honest opinion. So the fact that they're able to pull off like a really interesting opening build and get the boys out, I think all went a bit downhill when they pushed a bit too far here and the Chaos Lord went down. But other than that, fantastic play by both games. Fantastic game by both players. Anyway, my name has been Mr. Landchat. Pleasure as always, never short, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.